What is going on, guys? It is Lakers Nation all day. You know how we do it in here. It's all about us. And once again, I am recording, and the game is not even finished. The Lakers are getting blown out right now by the Celtics. Obviously, the current score is 116 to 99. This game is over. And once again, I mean, it's the same story. Same story with these Lakers is that they might be able to compete in the first half, and then all of a sudden in the third quarter they get outscored. They got outscored 33 to 21 this time around, and now they're losing by 17. But I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the players more so rather than the result of the game because I think we know how these games end. I think we know by now because I keep recording these videos and the game's not even finished. But let me go ahead and just talk about one player real quick. Russell Westbrook. Um, I like Russ. I think he is a good player, obviously. But right now he's playing like trash, and I think it needs to be said because when AD and LeBron has been playing healthy, it's more because of Russ that we've been losing these games. And obviously, when you have LeBron out, obviously, when you have AD that's not 100% sometimes, Russ is going to be the star of the team. But Russ needs to learn how to be the third man of this team. He needs to stop playing so carelessly. He needs to start playing more under control. And as far as I'm concerned, I mean, we could look at Russ's stat line, okay? You might think, okay, well, it's not terrible. It's not typical Russell Westbrook, but it's not terrible. That's what people might say. But the fact of the matter is that if you watch the game, he had those timely turnovers. He was out of control, right? The offense looked pathetic with him out there. And you can say, okay, well, Frank Vogel's the reason why we're struggling, or Russell Westbrook. To be honest, I think it's maybe a little bit of both, more so Russell Westbrook, because we have seen Frank Vogel coach a championship team just 2 years ago. We saw Frank Vogel start a team 22-6 with LeBron and AD and Schroeder, and as soon as they got injured, that's when they start to struggle for obvious reasons. You lose your best players, you start to lose games. But now, right, LeBron is injured, right? But he's come back, and honestly, he didn't even play terribly. He played pretty solid for for how many games he missed, right, with that abdominal strain. AD had 31 points. I mean, like I said, these are current stats, so they might change, but 31 points so far. But Russell Westbrook is the one with only 12 points, and he's shooting 5 of 13. Now, like I said, the stats might not tell the whole story. You're right, they don't tell the whole story. He played even worse. The eye test suggested that. I'm surprised he even had 12 points and 6 assists. My thing is, he needs to learn how to play more under control. He just needs to have a better IQ because for a championship contending team like the Lakers, or at least what they want to be, right? Russell Westbrook needs to learn how to take a step back. And I am not calling him trash as a player. I am just saying he is playing like trash right now. Russell Westbrook, I mean, we saw it last year with Washington, right? I mean, the first half of the season or so, he wasn't playing that well because he was learning how to adjust with that team. And they stunk it up in the first half of the season. And then Russell Westbrook learned how to take a step back. And that's where the change needs to be put at. I mean, like literally the second half of the season or from this point on, Russell Westbrook needs to be a pass first player. He needs to stop forcing either shots or passes because that just results in a turnover. The defense stinks. I mean, the opposing team can just get whatever they want on the Lakers. We're so old. We get so tired. You know, they keep attacking the paint. Fast break wise, they keep on attacking us. We were known for our defense, right? These last few years, we were top 3, top 5 each year. And now all of a sudden our defense is one of the worst in the league. So what I'm not understanding is why is that? And I'm trying to look at what Frank Vogel's trying to implement here. Yes, injuries are a problem, but you have a Dwight, you have an AD, you have a DeAndre Jordan. You think that, especially considering from last year, you had a Drummond, Marcus, all you think our interior defense would be better from bringing back Dwight, getting a player like DeAndre Jordan, having AD play the center position more. But no, it's even worse than what it was last year. So I'm not going to sit here and not point any blame towards Frank Vogel because he does deserve some. But Russell Westbrook, in my opinion, deserves the most because he is playing the most trash right now. And if you were the primary ball handler, especially without LeBron James or sometimes with LeBron James, You got to make things happen. Your offense has got to be better than what I've been seeing. But more importantly, the defense. I mean, Tatum was just cooking us all night long. He's been struggling this season. And of course, he has 37 and 11 right now. But moving forward, our defense needs to tighten up a bit. I think that needs to be an emphasis. Everyone keeps talking about the offense and the fit. We need to start focusing more on the defensive end first in order for us to compete and win these games. I never said it was going to be easy, and the Lakers knew it wasn't going to be easy. But Russell Westbrook has got to learn how to play under control, because honestly, watching him is like watching sometimes a college player or a rookie making rookie mistakes. And Russell Westbrook just can't do that. AD, he's gotten criticism this year. For whatever reason, he's gotten criticism this year. He's soft. He can't play without LeBron, whatever the case is. AD's been having a pretty good year, if you ask me. And considering his injuries, considering what this team has gone through, AD has been the one that's been playing every single game. Now, you think about last year, right? It's like, oh, AD needs to play more physical. He needs to play more center position. He's been doing all of that. He has the most paint points in the entire league, in fact. And what's happening? We're still losing games. So that's why I can point the finger at Russell Westbrook. I'm not going to point it at LeBron. I'm not going to point it at AD. All I'm saying is that Westbrook needs to learn how to fit with us, and that's going to take time, but he is playing like trash right now, hence why we are losing like this all the time. So moving forward, I need to see change, because right now we are looking pretty pathetic. Talen Horton-Tucker, I know that he played like pretty bad today, 0 points, 0 of 6 so far. I get that. But I feel more comfortable with Talen Horton-Tucker having the ball instead of Russell Westbrook. And I think Talen Horton-Tucker needs to be included in the lineup in which it doesn't feature a Russell Westbrook or a Rajon Rondo on the court. That kind of defeats the purpose of Talen Horton-Tucker being the primary ball handler. Obviously, he's still a really good off-the-ball player, as he's really good at slashing. I get all of that. But I want him to have the ball in his hands with the second unit if he does not start. And even if he does start, I want him to have a lot of reps and a lot of time with that second unit, lead them so the team doesn't crumble without an AD or without a LeBron. But overall, I mean, I'm not surprised that we lost like this, because time and time again, we have been crumbling in the third quarter. Our offense looks disgusting sometimes. That's how the Celtics go on these runs. We turn the ball over so much. And yes, you can say, oh, our defense is bad. Yes, our defense is bad, but maybe if you had a better offense and took care of the ball more, this wouldn't be happening. So moving forward, I need to see better. I need to see that the Lakers will actually, compete in the third quarter, because I don't know what Frank Vogel's telling them at halftime. What are these players doing at halftime that every single time this is happening in the third quarter? It's frustrating, but it's these are growing pains. But right now, it's all about Westbrook, okay? The spotlight is on you, because you came from Washington, Houston, Oklahoma City, and I believe that Westbrook wasn't the primary problem for those teams. But now he's being the primary problem for our team. So Westbrook, please, man, just get it together. Start playing better, because right now you're playing like trash, and we can't have that, or we're going to keep losing like this, because you matter so much to our team. So moving forward, I don't want to see it. But that's all I have for this video. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below what your guys' thoughts were on the Lakers getting blown out by the Celtics, essentially. And subscribe for more. Alright, guys. Peace out and take it easy.